Hey everyone, this is Richard from Unboxing NoCode. Today I'm going to be unboxing an app that I'm really excited about called Bildr. I've been using their tool now for the past few months, but they just pushed a new update that basically changes a lot of things in the product. So I figured it'd be a good time to do another unboxing video, or I guess my first unboxing video. So at a high level, what Bildr does, it's kind of like in the world of like Webflow and Bubble, where you can basically you have this UI to create very custom applications. Bildr has the ability to create static websites, but also with the database and the backend actions, you can also create full-on web applications. So I think that's basically the quick overview. Let's just go ahead and jump into it. I've got this tab open with my current Bildr account. I've already upgraded so that I could have more projects to do this demo. But I believe you can also just sign up for, well, right now it is in private beta, so you do need to request early access. But once you have access, then you can just sign up for a free plan. I believe they just launched their pricing, which you can check out over here. Um, and obviously this could change. I imagine they just launched this not too long ago, but they do have a free plan with a couple of projects in the live view, so you can test this out as once they open up. Okay, so let us go ahead and jump into the studio. So I've basically just used my projects here. Click on new project. Let's go ahead and call my project name Richard's new project. Let's create it. Okay, so again, this is the first time that I'm seeing I'm being able to use the new studio. I did get to watch a video overview of the team showing us the different changes, but this will be my first hands-on experience with it. So let's see how it goes. Okay, we've got, I'll let these things load a little bit. Okay, so let's just go ahead. Seems like it's still loading, perhaps. All right, let's just look around and see what we've got here. At the top bar, we've got this navigation menu. So we can click here, menu. Okay, so they've rearranged a lot of parts of the application, so I'm discovering new things as well. So over here on the menu side, we've got projects, patterns, all these high level things. So we've got about this. So these are to the user itself. This is for the specific project. We've got settings, data collections, end users, design library, dev library, collaborators. Okay, cool. Help, dev docs, community. This is, I guess, the name of my project. We have different workspaces that I can create within a project. And then we've got light mode and dark mode. I believe that we can actually like specify those as well in the project. Basically, if you want to have support light mode or dark mode in your project. One thing, so then we got the live view. Let's see how this works. Okay, so we need pages to see the live view, and we can publish that to an actual domain. We can also add collaborators over here. Right now, I'm the only collaborator. Okay. Let's look over here. We've got on the left-hand side. So basically, you have all these different elements, elements and symbols, and then we've got patterns over here. Discover and install. So patterns are basically pre-configured templates that other users have created and that you can kind of just use and pop into your project. I am actually curious if there's anything in there yet. I know they just set this up. Discover and install patterns from the Bildr community. Browser. I don't have any patterns yet, so let's see if there's anything around. Search featured patterns. Okay, there's nothing here yet, as would probably make sense. Okay, that's pretty cool. So you could just get a pattern and drop something in. What's this plus button do? Oh, okay. Okay, that was a different, cool. Let's pull this page in. We'll call this page home. Okay. So in my home page, let's go ahead and select that. So I think what's been cool about, they have the panning mode. So I zoomed out, but I lost my thing. So let's try to go back to it. There we go. Okay. Okay, cool. So as I zoom in, it kind of goes back to it. If I zoom out, it also goes back to it. All right, let's go back to like a larger view. I'm on my 13-inch screen right now, so it's not super enormous. Okay, we can click on home. On the left-hand side, we have the different elements. So I believe, okay, and these are settings for that page. I can delete this page, duplicate this page, delete it, or move it to another workspace. So workspaces are basically just different sections that I can have. Okay, cool, and that's how you can share. So I can create a pattern in a workspace and share that as a pattern. What else do we have here? We can delete it. Okay, cool. So let's click on the home, and we can add different elements over here on the left side. Let us add this hero text. Drop it in. Okay. I'm wondering why I don't see it on the screen, but it's over here. It should show, I believe. Unless I'm missing something. I'm going to refresh my page just in case. Okay, there we go. That was really weird. I don't know why I had to refresh. In any case, you ought to be able to just drop things in. So that's the, forget what they call it, symbol, I suppose, a grouping of these elements. And then we can add, let's just add another section like main content. We can either drag it over here or we can drag it over here. Let's try doing that. Cool, so this is actually in the same container. I think probably want to separate it out. So I'm going to drag it out first and then bring this above it. There we go. Did I do that right? Maybe I did that right. Okay, so that's the home page. Okay, so I'm curious what this looks like over here. Let's go back. So I noticed that on this side where we can toggle between pages. Let's just create another page. Call it About Us. And in About Us, we will also drop in, let's just drop in this hero text as well. Let's try dropping it into the thing that time. Okay, there you go. So now we can just toggle between pages. Okay. Gotcha. So let me see if I understand this correctly. Pretty much we have different pages And in the canvas, which we can zoom in and zoom out on, it can show me all the pages. And if I'm trying to select a page, then it will show me the pages over here. But the primary view on the left-hand side is that one page will be kind of in focus. Okay, that seems to make sense. And so, okay, cool. This is a little bit different from that, how they had it set up before, but I think this seems to make sense. So we've got the home page, the about page over here. And let's just see if we can check out this live view. I'd like to see the live view of the home page. Set and open live view. And there you go. You have the view of the project right here at this domain. Does that reflect? Yeah, it reflects what we had. We've got this video here and everything. And you can go in if you want to change something. Let's zoom in here. Let's go ahead and just change the copy here. How do we change the copy? I double clicked into it. Okay, so these are the properties of this particular element. Heading hero, that's the name of it. And then what I want to change to the display text. So Richard's cool website. Hit enter. Let's see if that, wow, that updated automatically without me refreshing. That's pretty neat. Oh, also, what that did, looks like, is it changed the name of that element as well to follow the display text. That's neat. So we have styling. Okay, this thing. We can select other classes here. And then we have on top of it, so you basically have like a main style class, and you have like utility classes that you can put on top of it as well, and you have inline styles. Okay, so this looks different from the way I had it before, but you basically have the full customization that you would have with if you were coding a site with HTML and CSS. And then you have events. Here's a new event. Okay. You can basically on certain events like someone pressing the keyboard button down or clicking on it, then you can make things change. In data, you can set this data from like fields or variables. Basically, like if you want to dynamically set this value based on some other data in your system, then you can do that here. Cool. And then let's see what other things we have here. So under home, we have the elements. These are basically HTML or your divs essentially. And then let's see what else we have going on over here. So we've got your page properties. This is the name of the page, which workspace it's in, requires authentication or not. So that's basically whether or not your user is logged in. Like if you want this page to be like a password, or not password protected, but the user needs to be authenticated before they can actually check out this page. You've got a number of other things as well. And then you can actually style the whole page as well with a primary style class or a utility class, just like you can with any of the elements. And then let's see, we've got page requires authentication. That's just a toggle. And then we've got resonance data listeners. I'm not going to play with this right now. Got page headers. So let's see what it looks like to add a new page header. Yeah, so basically this is, you want to add like a JavaScript snippet or something in the header. I believe that's where you put it here. And then URL routes. So I think that this would be like the slash. Okay, so if we wanted to create a new one, we can create slash home, because I think we're already using slash. Let's try slash home, unauthenticated page. So you can basically decide, or it can be a redirect. If they go to home, then redirect to a separate URL. You can also go to an unauthenticated page. Let's call it home. So let's say if they're going into like their dashboard page, and if they're unauthenticated, then they should go to the home page. But if they are authenticated, then they should go to the dashboard. I don't really have that right now, so this should probably do. So let's create that route, and let's try opening it. So if you look at the domain now, it's /home, and it goes to this site. Similarly, just like the slash, the empty one, would also go here as well. Okay. And then what's this go? Single page mode. What's that mean? Okay, single page mode. I guess it just zooms in on this one specific page versus, I guess, like the default mode, which would have multiple pages on one canvas. Okay, cool. So that's basically the way to create pages and add different sections. You can, let's see, click on this button. So I guess you can click on that icon or double click on it, and we can change the properties. Let's call it features. And so then that would update the name of the element, and also it'll reflect it on the page itself. Hopefully it'll show here. Yeah, you can see that updates in real time, which is really neat. And so that's basically how you would create a custom, with the styles and everything. It can create classes. Let's create a class and click on this. Go down to create new utility class. Let's call it color red. See if I can change these. And how do I change? Okay, I just clicked on the utility, on the class itself. Cool, so I want to add property. Let's see if I can add a CSS property. Maybe I have to let it load first. Color. Okay, we'll hit red. Enter. There you go, it turned red. So now I can use this color red on any element that I want. Let's say I want to add it onto this guy. It's right there, grab it, and it should turn that color red. So basically, whenever I change that that style, which I can just click here again, and I can change it to